Knuckles.
Knuckles.
And there's this cool game, Infamous, and I played Reggie Bro. And it looks just like me. So that's pretty cool.
That's it?
There's a bunch of other stuff.
Blast Rider, that's right. Blast Rider. I'm gonna scream my balls off with Blast Rider. All that show was screaming. Screaming death and nails.
Is that everybody? Is that everybody? Oh, get him in here, get him in here.
Rock Bison,
You're
yeah, we're
missing
fucking tiger, buddy. Wearing bleach and
Tell him to
Naruto.
run.
And all sorts of stuff.
Naruto? Did you say Naruto?
Yeah.
Oh.
And even though this is it's supposed to, it says Fullmetal Alchemist panel, it's kind
We
of
can
a
be
whatever.
whatever.
We want to talk
We can
about
talk
panel.
about anything.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. We're not
Certainly
making
talk about that, but it's
Oh gosh.
You wanna ask-
Oh gosh.
you
We've
wanna
only
ask
got
questions?
45 minutes left of this panel. I know, it's taking so long to get in here.
Do you want to ask questions?
Oh, should we do some questions?
Yeah. Shoot the first hand up. This is amazing. I told her that it was coming, and she had to record it before I did, which was great because I got to hear her dying in agony.
We were actually at a convention, and he's like, "Hey, Laura, come over here and look at this awesome video I just found." And so I went over to the computer. I'm like, "Oh, you look so tough." Wait a minute. And yeah, so I recorded it. We actually weren't married at that point when I recorded it. I married him after he killed me.
That's the key to women's hearts, man. Kill them, and then they're yours. Burn them alive, and then they're yours. Just make sure they can reincarnate a couple times.
Yeah, that's right.
Because if you do it the one time and that's it, all pointing to some view right here. Yes, everyone's pointing to you behind you. Did you see? Where are all these fingers?
Guy, and then we'll go to you next. Yes.
At some point, could you reenact that, like all the way along?
Oh yeah, it was something like this. Ow, you stabbed me in my guts.
You deserved it.
You're dead.
There were flames. I don't know if you saw them. There were a lot of flames.
There's a lot of screaming happening too.
It was very painful to record. I'd rather not reenact it at the moment. It hurts, y'all. It hurts so much.
If the screaming makes you like wince at all with the sound, then just multiply that by like 10,000, and that's how it feels when you're doing it.
It's all right.
Right here with a lot of waiting of awesomeness in the military outfit. That day, all female officers will be required to wear tiny miniskirts!
Every time.
I love dogs. You first, because I said we were going to go to you.
So I'm over here, like half after our marriage, I finally jumped on board with the animated one.
Nice.
And the first thing he showed me was Fullmetal Alchemist.
Good lad.
And then he showed me YouTube clips, and he says I'm supposed to ask you to tell the pudding story.
Alright, so the Cliff Notes version of the pudding story is we were watching a movie one night well before I was with this lovely lady, and I was watching a film with a friend in my apartment, and all the lights were off, and in the middle of the movie I wanted a snack and a beverage, so I went into the kitchen, which is just kind of off of the living room area, and I opened the fridge, and I didn't really look at what I said. Oh, hey, Jello pudding snacks. Because you know, you like go to the grocery store and you get random grocery store buys like Tang or fruit roll-ups or something you haven't had forever. Yeah, pudding snacks. So I grabbed one, shut the door, which meant the only light in the room was coming from the TV, and I peeled the top because I was really hungry. And what I could see from the top looked a little funky, but it's a pudding snack. How's it supposed to look? So I took a spoon, put it in my mouth, and immediately noticed that the texture was like a little rougher than normal.
Like crunchy?
Yeah, like crunchy. And turned on the light, and the top of this Jello pudding snack was solid green. It was immediately, I got a reaction like, you just want to put it down gently, but you kind of like throw it, it makes it explode in the sink, and then like shoots up on the wall, so it's like brown and green all over the kitchen. My friend comes running in, he's like, what's the matter with it? Oh my God! I do this in my mouth because it's just mold they use that for like medicine and stuff. So we very slowly peeled the rest of the pudding snacks like they were live grenades. Because on the top it says, you know, sealed for your protection. That's bull. Why trying to assassinate me?
I was bought pudding snacks for us the other day.
No.
I didn't even think about it.
I had a lawn growing on the top.
I had a Pop-Tart one time,
You know,
and
there's a plug
after I
in
took a
here.
bite out of it, I looked down and there were little bugs crawling out of it. It was pretty foul.
What?
Yeah.
And you weren't on drugs?
No. They were teeny tiny little brown bugs crawling in and out of the hole.
What?
That's why I always buy ice Pop-Tarts now, so I don't see the
Oh
bugs.
my god. Did you keep eating it?
No!
Wow.
Protein.
That's gnarly. Maroon sleeve. No, I'm behind
That's
you.
it,
It's your sleeve.
yeah.
What type of character?
Or what version?
Oh.
Or the original? Well, I kind of stuck around longer than the other one. Yeah.
You still died though.
Yeah, and I got like a cool, you know, I'm trying to be good death, you know,
Oh,
instead
that's
of like
true.
a whatever. Yeah, that's true. I was pretty.
I like the second one. It was more gratifying to bake and be alive a couple hundred times.
Ooh.
That's okay, I barbecued you like 26 times. So. Yeah, no, I like the second one a little bit more.
Oh, it's my turn. You on the side, yes, in the gray, looking around.
It's like light blue. Really.
Okay, well I can't.
I have a question for Laura and a question for you, Travis. Laura, what was it like to voice Toru Honda?
Oh, don't you love that Fruits Basket just makes you go, oh. Toru Honda was one of the first characters they did after Dragon Ball Z, and it was the first character that I liked. I mean, Trunks was cool and all, but I fell in love with Toru. And I wanted to be just like her, and I still do. So yeah, Fruits Basket, I was so honored to be a part of it, and it will always, always, always have a very special place in my heart. I really wish we could have gone back and done more of it, because I miss it.
Oh, what's mine? What was it like to be Toru Honda?
I love dogs.
I love dogs!
I already said it for you guys. Why'd you need him to say it too?
True.
Crazy.
Are you wearing a white glove?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If you could have any powers from FMA besides the ones you already have, what would it be?
I would choose fire, and I would get even with people.
Crap. I would be Envy, and then I would dress up as myself, and then try and fool people by dressing up as their selves. Did you bring up a name yet?
I think we decided on Linus for him. Isn't that a great name? Yeah.
It's fair. Orange wig. Is it orange?
Rainbow.
Pardon me.
First, I have not a lot of questions, but
I have so many questions.
well, first off, I missed the signing, so is there going to be a chance that I could get both your autographs?
Probably not, because we're literally running literally from this room as soon as it's done to a car. Like we're not even going back to the hotel.
Alright,
We're cutting back close, so
Yeah,
sorry.
we're going to be
Also,
to make our flight.
one for Travis and one for Laura. As you guys noticed, I have a Fullmetal Alchemist tattoo. I'm a huge fan. But I was wondering, when you guys were offered the role, well, Travis, when you were offered the role of Roy Mustang, what made you really want to take it?
Well, I was a big DBZ fan, and that show was already done, so all I wanted to do at Funimation was have muscles and blonde spiky hair and yell really loud, blow stuff up, so that was done. But when they were like, there's this character we want you to read for called Roy Mustang, I'm like, tell me more. Like, he's the flame alchemist. I'm like, oh, I'm interested. Like, what does he do? They're like, oh, he snaps things and things explode. I'm like, I'm in. There's a problem because for the first couple of episodes, Mike McFarlane was directing, and every time Mustang would snap, I kept wanting to go like, yeah! He's like, no, it's not Dragon Ball Z. No, you don't screw. Your mouth is closed. I'm like, no, there's no. Just do what you do.
Well, Dragon Ball Z. I mean, every single if you move your head, you have to make a noise in Dragon Ball
Z. So many anime reactions. It's tragic.
Oh, I'm picking.
I still had a question for Laura.
Can I do Trunks annoying Roy? So, Roy, Mustang, whatever. What's your favorite kind of food?
Pasta.
That's stupid. What's your favorite kind of pet?
Pet?
Yeah.
Dogs?
What's your favorite kind of fighter?
Goku?
My dad is way cooler than him.
Nice. You're 12. Right here in the hat with the golf hat.
Yes.
It's not really a golf
Yes,
hat.
you.
If you could get a fairly obvious tattoo of any character from any of your series.
A fairly obvious tattoo.
Face tattoo.
Okay, right here. Oh, that's really hard.
Yeah, of our character? It has to be one of our characters?
I think I would get a rice ball. I would totally. I am a rice ball. I'm a rice ball. You need to watch the show. It's so
Do you
sad.
turn into a rice ball?
No, I don't turn into a rice ball.
Do you
I
try
love and watch that show. I would get a little pickled
rice
plum rice ball. It would be yeah, that would be something.
I would get Roy Mustang eating a rice ball.
Gross.
This tastes like Honda.
My darn big. How about the Ed being held up?
What is some of the funniest things that's ever happened to you while filming or while voice acting Fullmetal Alchemist?
While voice acting Fullmetal Alchemist.
Well, we're alone when we record, so unfortunately there aren't a lot of funny things that happen.
I mean, I don't remember anything from Fullmetal. I remember things from other shows.
Like what?
Like when I first started voice acting for Dragon Ball Z. Sean Schimmel, Goku. He thought it was really funny too, because the booths are like, we call them whisper rooms. They're like a little closet, and they're sealed, airtight, so that they don't make any noise. And so he farted like a lot at the very end of his session because he thought it was really funny for whatever actor would be stuck in the little airtight room next, and I was after him, and I had like a 4-hour session stuck in Sean Schimmel fart.
It's all like styrofoam on the inside too, so it soaks
It's,
down.
yeah, it sticks in the balls.
She went into brunette, came out of blonde. Yes, sir.
How much of your own nerd merch do you own?
Quite a bit. we have a
So
whole
very
room.
much.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
has a wall of like dorkdom, and
Yeah.
we certainly are not an exception to that rule. We have mini figurines.
We have 4 walls.
I think we
Yeah, whole
bought
room.
4 pieces of art here.
Yeah, we bought a bunch of the dealer's room yesterday. And then we have awesome like commissioned pictures of Fetch and Reggie that are coming that are really cool. And then we bought Guile and Chun-Li, and they're framed really cool. And
We're
we
fans
just
of
have
those
tons of
people.
figurines and everything.
Yeah, so we're fans first. But we get to buy stuff too.
Oi, you, right here in front.
Alright, Travis, since your characters have to do with fire a lot, are you a pyro?
I was as a kid, sadly. I melted many a Ninja Turtle in my yeah, I had very elaborate deaths. Like I would find, you know, the styrofoam pieces that are left over when something gets shipped to you, and then I would like stage a fight, and they would fight imaginary, and then I might have covered that styrofoam in like hairspray or like lighter fluid. A nice point. Down. So there was a lot of burning.
I'm worried for my future.
But I'm not a pyro anymore. Not really. Oh yes, right in front of it.
She asked, what is something we've learned or taken away from a series?
Mini skirts are awesome. Value your friends while they're around. You'll never know when Amy's going to shoot them in the back.
Oh. That's so sad.
Well, actually, she didn't shoot him in the back. She shot him in the chest.
You're mad at me. It's been out for a while.
I didn't say who.
Oh my god.
She knows. She doesn't like that episode.
Oh, sorry. I've learned how to be positive, regardless of the situation.
Yeah, I've learned not to try and bring old dead family members back to life. Cost you an arm and a leg, but you got it.
I'm thinking now. You have a fish.
Yes. It does happen.
Almost all of our friends are voice actors. Well, yeah.
Chris Abbott's a good one.
Yeah.
Chris Abbott makes us laugh a lot.
Troy Baker was, yeah, he's one of our best. He's like my brother.
No.
We don't hang out. Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, she's one of my best friends.
Yeah. Yep, Yuri Lowenthal, Liam O'Brien, Sam Riegel, we all hang out with a lot.
Chuck, well, we live in California now, so we don't see any of the California people.
There's that
That's the Texas
1,500-mile
people.
difference there.
Yeah. But we did hang out with them when we lived in Texas. Yes.
Yeah. Similarly.
Simmer down now.
Similarly minded folk. Am I picking someone?
Yes, you
I taste
are.
dolphins. Green sleeve.
Oh God.
My hand was just up.
I'm here, my son. Ask your question. I saw what you did last night in your hotel. I was not okay with it.
Video games that you might have voice acted in, whether it was a major role or a minor role, have you played any of them, and what was your favorite one?
Yeah.
Yes, we've played a lot of them.
We all own a lot of games.
Yeah. One of my favorite ones to play is Saints Row. I'm the boss, yeah. Just because how freaking awesome is it? I mean, like, I make a character that looks just like me, and I sound like me, and then I run around and I beat people up. It's very, like, gratifying.
Yeah, you can always tell which game Laura is playing in the other half of the room, because if it's Saints Row, she's laughing her ass off. And if it's Dragon Age, she's sighing
I'm
over.
not in Dragon Age.
No, but you're playing it and fawning over that hero character. And you can always tell when I'm playing Call of Duty because I'm swearing a lot. Stupid 10-year-old shit!
I walked in the room and told the story. It's gonna happen. I walked into the room, he was playing Infamous. And it was the second playthrough, he's playing evil the second time through. And he was at the final fight, right? It was the final boss fight?
Yeah, whatever.
And he kept dying over and over and over again. And he got so angry at like the 11th time of dying, I don't know, that I was watching through the doorway like, no, you were almost there, you know. And he got so mad that he like took the controller and he chucked it across the room, and I was like, oh, and he looked at me and went, what? You throw that controller, never mind.
I'll make you sleeping there. You don't want this rage. Oh, right here.
Would you admit that Colonel Mustang is gone?
Yes.
I mean, I got among men. Mustang is not omnipotent, unfortunately, even though he may think he is.
Yeah. Thor, however.
Thor, however, is a god. Is the hammer to prove.
Is it my turn?
It is.
Oh, you. Pokemon.
Yes. Besides any of the ones you've been in, what's your favorite anime, both of you?
I wasn't actually
Cowboy
in.
Bebop.
Yeah. It's kind of the winner.
You can't take my.
Why not? I wasn't in DBZ, so I can say DBZ.
Oh, that's true.
I'm trying to like Attack on Titan, but every time I see some of the Titans, they freak me out. They just look like really like stumbling drunk people. It's just, and they're naked. Come on. You know, it's like, what that? I like the really big Titan that's like all muscles and stuff, but the naked people are just, somebody needs to put them in a drunk tank.
Oh my gosh. 22 minutes left of the panel.
Over here at the Blood Air. Yeah. All the time.
Yes.
Yeah. You're not the only ones that hear something and go like, oh my god.
Why would I do
What do I
that?
sound like that? I sound like a dolphin having a seizure.
Why is it so much cooler when I was doing it?
You just gotta get over it, you know. If there's somebody going, no, it sounds good, and you're like, you're a liar.
Why are you telling me who to call? It's my
Maybe you'll never
choice.
call them.
All right. You on the very end over there, holding up a little cat.
Okay. I was wondering, in Blaze Blue, the character's voice, I wanted to know your opinion of Relius and Platinum.
He talks. And I actually don't have a very strong opinion of Relius. I didn't have like a ton of lines, and I don't really know what happens in the story very much. I've never played it.
True confessions. You turn your own wife into a puppet.
Well, there you go.
I love playing Platinum and Trinity. I love all the different characters, and I think it's so much fun to go back and forth and record just basically with myself the whole time and have conversations. It shows how crazy I am. And they're so goofy. The dialogue is hilarious. So yeah, I really enjoy playing those characters.
Yeah.
I already picked.
Oh,
You told me to pick.
I made you pick, didn't I? In the very back, holding up the aqua colored thing. Yeah.
Okay, so this is for Travis, and I was just wondering, what was your reaction when they asked you to play Superman? You were like, oh, that is.
I loved it.
It was so hysterical. I'm like, I was watching it with my little brothers, and they were like, oh my god, it's Superman. I'm like, no, that's Travis.
Like I said,
It's
there.
both.
No, thank you for saying that. Superman was my favorite comic book character growing up, before I started reading Marvel and other things, and when I got cast, I immediately was like, I'm going to play this best Superman that has ever lived! And then you get the script and he's kind of like oblivious, cheesy, and over the top and funny. And you're like, he's still going to be amazing. But yeah, it's kind of an exaggerated version of Superman, so it was a lot of fun to just put your hands on your hips and act like a superhero.
Me.
Yeah.
It's my turn. In the back, holding up a poster.
Okay, Laura, I have a question for you.
Okay,
Can
I'm
I
ready.
ask Travis a question?
Oh. Fine, do it.
Travis, I
Yeah.
have a question for you. If there were, in some alternate reality, a version of you where you ruled over, say, a country, and it was the day on which you had been elected the ruler of a country, say a president or a king or any kind of laws regarding any kind of clothing.
Oh, I see where you're going.
I thought you already did that.
I did. Tell me to amend the law. In honor of me rolling through your country, saying if I was a president or ruler of this country, and being that I've already made one declaration considering short clothing, today's decree is no clothing day!
All male and female officers.
Yes. Nudie day for everyone! I'm going to
Can I
pick
tell you?
her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pick the roses.
Roses.
Travis, do you remember the Flame Alchemist rap?
Oh, the snap, snap. Oh. I'll try. Snap, snap, spark, spark. It's time to light up the diggy, diggy dark. I'm the Flame Alchemist, so I'm gonna be Fura. My beats are hot and my rhymes are pura. I like the ladies in the mini skirts. I'll be posing in the mirror without my fancy shirts. I'm gonna set your heart on fire, whoosh, whoosh. And you know my heart burns bright too, kaboom, kaboom. My firepower tonight is feeling just right, kablam, kablam. Fucka, fucka, wiki, 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 right? That's a very white man rapping very terribly.
That was amazing. Oh, sword. Okay,
That was like Pacific Rim. Sword!
we have one left.
We're out of options. No, there's one left. Sword! I can lead with that.
Alright, so, I got a couple. If you were to be, any character ever, who would it be and why? And,
Any character. Any character?
yeah. Well, any character that you could possibly play.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And, who's your favorite, like, animated character? And why?
I would be Sailor Moon.
That's insane. That's like, the options are so endless there.
Make a choice. First thing that comes to your head.
First thing that comes to my head, if they ever made a Game of Thrones animated series. Hello. I would want to be any character. Arya.
Arya specifically.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
I'd be Luigi.
I'd be Luigi!
Mario, what the hell are we doing here? What's with these mushrooms? I'm tripping balls! I hit the flower and I throw a fireball!
There's a lightsaber in the back. Can you choose that?
Sure, lightsaber.
Travis was here, I think, 2 years ago.
Maybe.
Well, he did a explicit panel for 18 and up.
Did I? Very good.
If you were to come back, would you be willing to do that with the both of you?
No. I love you guys, but no.
It depends. We've been burned by people that sneak in like digital cameras and recorders, and
Yeah, I kind of stay away from the,
we like to be employed by people that are not fans of 18+ content.
Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately, probably not.
Yeah. We do like kids shows, a lot of kids shows now.
We like to play it safe. Yeah, the one with the finger doing that.
Okay.
That swayed me.
For Travis, why does Knuckles in Sonic Boom look like he has done steroids?
Because he has. And the brother's been hitting the gym, alright? He hasn't been doing leg day, but he's a beefy dude, don't hate. No, it's just a new design. They wanted to kind of give it the next evolution to the character. They've all kind of been the same size, same stature, and they wanted to kind of, mix it up a little bit. He's also gotten a lot of new character traits, which is great. He's still competitive with Sonic. Still a good ally and everything, but he's really, really funny and in a lot of cases oblivious, so he's a lot of fun to play. No.
It's really freaking funny.
Yeah, we're recording it, and it's one of my favorite shows to record for the funny factor. So even though it looks strange and there's a lot of tape and stuff, I promise you will like it. It's really good. We would not lead you astray.
I'll go mushroom head.
Well, we have.
Yeah, we have done it.
And we both done a lot of TV and film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's, I just love voice acting so much. It's crazy because when I went out to California, I thought what I wanted to do was pursue more of an on-camera path because I've been doing a lot of it in Texas. And then as soon as I got out to California, it's just the community of voice actors out there is so amazing and so wonderful. And there's this freedom with voice acting that you just don't get on camera. It's a very judgmental world on camera, and you are never right. You're never good enough. You always feel like you have to change your nose, you have to lose some weight, you have to get a boob job, I don't know. And it's true, you really do. They just judge you in every aspect, and it's cutthroat. And with voice acting, you can play anything that you can sound like, and you're not limited by, you know, what you look like when you enter the audition.
How old are you?
Yeah, it's so freeing. I just love it so much.
Whether you're a werewolf or not.
I mean, if somebody comes at us and they're gonna give us money to be on camera, I'd probably say yes, you know. But
yeah, but this is what we love to do and to play and to watch.
Yeah.
So we're very lucky.
Yes, yes, yes.
With the green Attack on Titan.
Could you tell the story of when you were trying to beat like a Fullmetal Alchemist video game?
It was the first game that I had ever recorded. It was the very first Fullmetal Alchemist game, and so I was really excited to hear myself, knowing that Armstrong and Mustang were the bosses at the end. So I recorded like all the kind of fighting dialogue, and then I was really excited to hear what dying sounded like. So, you know, like, oh my god, I'm gonna die in a video game, it's gonna be great. So all I wanted to do was beat myself, and I got to the level, and like 3 seconds later I died. And I was like, okay, hold on. I gotta go back. So I restart and go back in, and this little bastard named Mustang just keeps hopping around the level going, it's no use, it's no use, it's no use. And I was like, shut up! Oh my god, I'm so annoyed! Tried like 7 more times, couldn't beat myself. It's no use, it's no use. I'm gonna kill you, Mustang! My cousin, who I was living with at the time, like peeks his head out of his room and he's like, dude, are you yelling at yourself? Shut up, get back in your room! Tried like 4 more times, never happened, did the rage quit thing through the controller, locked the door, I never beat it. I've not kicked my own ass to this day. Kicked my own donkey, excuse me.
Oh, it's my turn to kick.
Yep.
Oh, the rice ball!
Hey, when you guys are out in public, do you ever find yourself thinking or acting like you're any of the characters that you voice?
Try to burn people all the time.
I did after we recorded Infamous. I have an accent in the game, and for some reason I started talking with like an accent that I don't even have in real life.
From the East Coast?
Yeah, I just like kind of had this like thing going. But no, that's pretty much it. It's just like accents, or like if you do a lot of lower characters in a row, then I'll have like a lower pitch talking in real life than if I was doing like Toru or something. I talk with a much higher pitch.
Yeah. If you record something that's like really heavy that day, like one of the Faithful scenes or episodes at FMA, or we were recording something recently where you're just really agitated at the end of the scene and you've done a ton of takes, it totally stays with you for a while. So if you're driving home right after that, you may, in the car, have an exceptional amount of road rage, or maybe at home and just be like super bummed out or mellow or kind of sad or whatever. Because it's just, you know,
it sticks with you.
Yeah. There's a residual effect. With the hat in the back.
Yeah. What's the card you chose? Oh my! I want to say this.
You said evergreen.
It starts with P. No, it's not a pine. I know pine.
I forgot.
It's like a crazy. It's a pear tree.
Nice. Roy plushie.
Roy Mustang said sexy and Mexican, or Roy saying something nice to Ed.
You're right.
Yellow hoodie.
So I have a question. So in Deep Raymond, you play Conda. Who did you ship Conda with in the show? If you could
ship?
Yeah.
Oh, shipping. Shipping. I had to ask on Twitter what that meant, actually. I shipped this so hard. Like, is this fall fetish? I shipped so hard. With...
Alan! Don't say Alan. No.
Billy Mays. OxyClean won my heart. Whoever said that, thank you. I appreciate that.
Your turn to pick.
Speed racer helmet.
Yes! This was teamwork.
Okay.
Word.
All right. I wanted to ask in your other panel, but since you're both here, FMA ran for a while.
Yep.
So, did you guys have to turn down any roles that you wanted to do, or were there roles that, like, were open that you auditioned for that you really wanted, or like were off?
You mean in the show?
Not in the show.
Like during the run of it?
Yeah, like there are other roles that you're like, oh, they need a voice for this character. I want to do that. But
No, honestly, with recording sessions, especially in anime, we don't group record, so you can kind of work your schedule out however you want to, you know? They'll say, we got to get these episodes done. When can we get you in to record for 8 hours or 10 hours to get those lines done? And you decide it. So it doesn't really block up too much of your other things. You can still work in other characters if you want to.
Yeah.
There's never been a time where you guys, or either one of you were like, I want to do this character, but you didn't get the job.
Well, if you can change your voice enough, and if you audition for it and it's good enough, you can do that. They just don't want things to sound the same in the same show. But when you're doing one show, you can do a million other things.
Yeah. The only times that it's been like, oh, I can't work on this is like if you're on a job that's out of town or something, or if you're, like with motion capture, it'll take all day for maybe a few months at a time, you know, where you're just filming and filming and filming. And then you can't take other jobs because it's taking up all of your schedule.
Yarn. A couple more. We got just over.
We have 7 minutes. Oh, it's my turn? Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, no pressure. I'm over there. Oh, that's so cute.
We may or may not have thought about having kids.
Yeah, that's the truth.
And the names would be?
No, I'm not telling any names.
Hubert and Hermione.
That's if we have a boy and a girl.
No, that's just boy names. Please,
Has there been any fans that knew about you guys, like, outside of anime conventions? Like, have you ever encountered fans, like, outside?
In, like, normal everyday life?
Yeah.
Grocery store.
Yeah. I got chased out of a Target parking lot. And he, like, stopped me and went, wait. Are you Laura Bailey? And I went, did I go to school with you? Well, how do you know me? So he said he watched Shin-Chan videos online, like YouTube videos, and he was me.
Yeah, I got stopped in the grocery store. The cereal aisle. I was like, Travis Willingham? I'm like, yes?
What's cereal?
I know. I was looking at like Lucky Charms or something. I'm like, this has too much sugar. Don't eat this.
And then I was in like a Michael's one time, and on the other side of the aisle, I heard people talking about my character and like talking about what I had done, and they didn't know it was me on the other side. So funny. And I heard somebody in another Target singing the Scrubby song from Shin-Chan as he walked by me, and I was like, which is pretty great.
You should have chimed in.
I know I should have.
Black stick. Or poster or whatever.
Okay, so I have a question for Travis and Laura.
Sweet.
Okay.
It's actually separate, but for Travis, what would be your favorite female character? And then Laura, what's your favorite male character?
Oh,
In anything or in Fullmetal?
In anything.
I like She-Ra.
That's pretty good.
If you don't know who She-Ra is, you need to check yourself.
Check yourself.
Or Jim.
I like Vegeta.
Alright, we're going to flash around these questions.
Flash round.
We got like 3 minutes left.
Lightning round.
Pick.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh god. Okay, you. Lightning round.
Roy, if you have any advice for the viewer, what would it be?
Step down and make me Fuhrer. Over there in the black, standing up with the little balloon.
Okay, this had me absolutely devastated. How did you feel when Roy Mustang got transmuted?
Oh!
characters? And if yes, is it weird?
No, we haven't. We love Halloween though.
Yeah, Halloween we do show
Halloween
up to
we
our
do
Avengers sessions dressed as our Avengers.
Yes.
That happens.
Over there in the waving with the corner of the white.
Okay. Do you know where Hughes went on vacation? Alicia wants to know.
Oh yeah, no, Hughes is in Tahiti. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Ed R.
A flight.
Immortality.
Vulnerability.
Yes. I'm gonna go with the circle, the bracelet thingy.
Laura, can you sing the manhood song?
Yes, please.
The manly brotherhood of men. Well, okay. To be a man, you must have honor and a penis.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Right here in the black sleeve, black tank top.
Well, I was wondering, how did you two get into voice acting? And for any aspiring young voice actors, what tips would you give them?
That's a really great finishing question.
Yeah, we did lots of. We were both in Dallas. We both have the same talent agency in Dallas. She started much earlier than I did, right out of high school.
Yeah, I was doing some live theater, so that's a good thing to pursue. I was doing live theater, and my agent came to the show, and she ended up signing me from seeing that performance. And also, one of the people I was in the show with did voices at Funimation, and he really liked my performance and asked if I would come in and audition for Dragon Ball Z. And I was like, yeah. So I did, and that's kind of how it all took off. So it always comes from, you know, making connections, and if you want to pursue voice acting, pursuing acting, you know, studying theater, studying, even if you don't like being in front of other people, studying, you know, one-on-one with a trainer or something.
It's really important. That's the number one thing. Is just study performance as much as possible, because you really have to get over any sort of shyness that you might have. Be really comfortable reading things out loud. You've got to be really fast with the script. We always say, practice recording yourself on your computer, see what it sounds like. Learn not to be like right here on the mic. A lot of people do that. And the other thing is, if you really want to give it a shot, you know, make sure that you're financially set up to give that a try, because you're probably going to have to be in the area where the work is. So for anime, we always say, there is some in New York, that's crazy expensive, so Dallas, Fort Worth, or Houston is where...
It's a really great area to be in.
Yeah, it's a little cheaper than LA, which also does anime, but if you're looking for video games, you know, that's mostly Los Angeles, and that can be kind of tough and scary to go for, but if it's something that you really want, it's a passion, you should go for it.
Yeah,
you know?
treat it like you would pursue any other career, you know? You don't say you're going to be a doctor and then just show up at the hospital and be like, I'm going to do some surgery now, give me a job. You have to really study that.
Yeah, we've been doing it for over a decade, you know, over 10 years, and it's something that we really had to push for. And even though you might look at us and be like, oh, wow, they're doing great and everything, I mean, there were many years where we weren't doing anything, or we were waiting tables, or bartending, or ballet.
Lots of rejection.
Yeah.
Lots of rejection.
You got to get real comfortable with rejection too. But that's the other thing, you know, it's just acting. It's a hard industry.
Or, you know, also a lot of people in animation come from stand-up comedy. So, you know, if you're a funny guy, and you know, that's always a good thing too.
Well, funny looking.
That works too, on Candy.
Guys, that is our time. Thank you so much.